Hello, dear friends. My name is Professor Atahar Ali from Central Institute of Business Management Research and Development. This is a NAC accredited, AICTE approved, and RTM Nagpur University affiliated institute. The courses offered in our institute is Doctor of Philosophy PhD, Master of Business Administration MBA, BBA, and BCom. The topic of today's presentation is how to make the network diagram while preparing a problem of a critical path method. Whenever you come for solving a critical path method, the very basic step of going through this particular process or solving this particular problem is to develop the network diagram. Most of the students, they make mistakes while preparing the network diagram. So today we will understand how to make the network diagram. Okay, on the screen, you can look up to a table wherein you have been provided with the name of the activity in the form of A, B, C, D, E, and F. Then there is description of the activity. Then there is predecessor and time duration associated with each activity. So the basic step while preparing the network diagram is to appropriately read this particular precedence table. In this, while preparing the network diagram, the two columns which are of utmost importance to you is the name of the activity column, which is the first column, and the predecessor column, which is given in fourth column. So when you say this first activity A, there is no predecessor to this activity. It means that activity A is not having any predecessor. Activity B is having a predecessor A. So how will you read this particular thing? You can read like this. From activity A, B is starting. Okay. Now, next is activity C and predecessor is B. So from activity B, activity C is starting. Now, next activity is activity D and the predecessor of activity D is activity B. So how will you read? From activity B, activity D is starting. Next activity is activity E and predecessor is activity C. So from activity C, activity E is starting. Similarly, from activity F, from activity D, activity F is starting. So now we will prepare a network diagram. Now, as there is no predecessor of activity activity A will be the starting activity. First of all, we will make a node. Node is in the circular form. Okay. Within this node, we will write the name of the activity. So the name of the activity is activity A. So we have written activity A. Okay. This is the starting activity. Why it is a starting activity? Because it is not having any predecessor. The activities that do not have any predecessor are the starting activities. Now the next activity is activity B and it is starting from activity A. So from activity A, activity B is starting. So to represent this process of starting of the activity, we will represent it with an arrow. So from activity A, activity B is starting. So we will place activity B after activity A as activity B is starting from activity A. Now, the next activity is activity C. Now, activity C is starting from activity B, but from activity B, activity D is also starting. It means that activity B is predecessor for two activities. So we would be bifurcating the start from activity B in this form. From activity B, we are getting two activities. So we will bifurcate two activities from activity B. The first activity that is starting from activity B is activity C. And the next activity that is starting from activity B is activity D. Now, the next activity is activity E. Activity E is starting from activity C. So, activity E is starting from activity C. So we have made activity E which starts from activity C. Similarly, activity F is starting from activity D. Activity F is starting from activity D. So we will make activity F after activity D. Now, after activity E and activity F, there is no other activity. It means that activity E and activity F are the ending activities. So we will end both of these activities at a common point. We will end both of these activities at a common point. As you can see, we have ended both the activities. Similarly, we will end activity AF as there is no other activity after these activities. So students, I hope you have understood this basic network diagram, how to prepare the network diagram from this precedence table. We will see more number of network, how to prepare a network diagram in the upcoming videos as well. And we will also look into how to determine the critical path in the upcoming videos. Thank you.